It's February 26, 2025. Okay. In the beginning of the case, this old drug dealer came up to me, said, you'll learn never to tell on anybody again when I get done with you. He said, you'll sit there and take it. He said, I'll make sure you'll never tell on anybody. You'll take it. You hear me? He said, I'll make sure you have nothing when I get done with you. Bah. Okay? Then later on, oh, the Jewish slangs that were thrown at me. I'm only 1/6 Jewish. Only 1/6. My mother was French and Native Indian. Okay? And Scot and Irish. My dad was a German Jew. He was from Europe, his family. Okay? 1/6. Christian. Just heritage. Did that stop him from yelling Jewish slang at me? No. That stupid little Hebrew girl thinks she can tell on us? That stinking little Jewish girl? Thinks she can tell on what we're doing? Yes. It's in our DNA. We all have big mouths and defiant to the end. Last year, the drug cartel was walking through Belden Village. We told these people everybody's to keep their mouth shut what's going on here. No one's to tell. We warned these people. We found out some of them are telling on us. Everybody telling them. Like they said in January of this year, in Sheetz gas station on Middle Branch Road, Michelle did all this to get her father arrested. Had us all show up here, tell where we work for, what we were doing. So they go down and arrest her father so she could take over the drug cartel. She did all this to take over the drug cartel. And then people later on start saying Michelle wants to be the new drug lord over this area. You better tell on her, and you need to be scared to death. The Florida drug cartel wants you to think that they can set up button cameras stalking anybody. Cyber stalk them. It's a federal crime. Felony invasion of privacy. They want people to think that they can have their crew go in and lace people's drinks when they're out of the room. They don't even know they're there. Drug them up, tell them to say something stupid, beat and rape them, and human traffic them out of their home. That they can tape people in the shower, washing themselves, and then put that in another room and laugh in their face they did it and how they framed them. Drugged and told to say stuff and photoshopped washing. The poor thing's going to the doctor. What on earth is wrong with me? No memory of the attack and no memory of anything. They think it's funny playing with human beings like that. It's highly illegal. I don't know where all these bruises come from. Did you fall? No. Maybe come in and give you iron pills, muscle relaxers for the pain, have a headache, throwing up, stuff for headaches, dizzy, and then your personal are so swollen from being sexually abused by the Florida drug cartel. You're blaming the dirty well water. They're giving you pills and creams here. You're being drug, beaten, raped in your own home by the Florida drug cartel and being held. She wants you to think they can sell kiddie porn of little kids going potty? Sell people on porn sites and no one can stop the Florida drug cartel? Turn them in. She thinks she's going to rule everyone and everybody in this area, that nobody's safe, not even in their own homes. Turn her in. She's psychotic. Today, February 26, 25, I was in Golden Crown. Now, I called off work today. Called off work yesterday. I spent a lot of the day in the bathroom. My stomach is upset. Okay? I reported someone doing something wrong at work. I'm required to. I got threatened that they may take me off the schedule because the person I reported don't want me there. I said, but I'm required to. Yes. I did nothing wrong. Yes. But she don't want me there because she did something wrong? Yes. You can't fix stupid. So they cut me down from 40 hours to 32. Then I found out some other stuff. I had to report it. Okay? They say they're writing up these reports. I don't even know where the paperwork is there to even write it up. Oh, we're going to take care of it. No, they didn't. You know what they told me? They wanted me to show up for her to tell me off for telling on her. I'm required to, yes. I said, what am I supposed to say? You crazy bee? I'll report you next time. You can't do any of that. You better never talk to her like that. I said, well, I have never even talked to her yet like that. I said, but I'll tell you what, I've thought that. I just look at her when she's screaming even at me. I just look at her and tell her my shift is over. She thinks she can talk to anybody the way she thinks she can. And so they took me off the schedule. She's committed fireable offenses. But they didn't get rid of her. It's a cover-up. I said, well, I'm not going to show up somewhere and feed into teenage drama for her to think she can scream at me. For dare telling on her. And I said, and that's ridiculous. I'm not going to feed into that. And I don't feed into people bullying people. And it's wrong. And so they just didn't bother to put me on the schedule. Okay, today. Now, I went ahead and called off for today because I was in the bathroom like 7 times yesterday. My stomach is upset. Not only do where Dave beat me on the stairway and punched me in my stomach, he almost ruptured my intestines. The doctor said, you've been hitting your stomach several times hard. Yes. Well, you have large pouching, and it only is caused by being hit in the stomach several times hard, severely hard. It caused severe pouching in your intestines. He almost ruptured them. Okay? Then I got bit in the stomach by a dog, which caused scar tissue and more swelling. So I've lost about 10 pounds since a dog bite. And I have a hard time eating anyways. But the extra stress from dingbat, there's better jobs out there. And I'll tell you what, I'll find one. And I'll tell you what, that guy in there, I told her boss if I seen her out, I'd tell him. Her calling off today. Oh, Golden Corral. Over by the salad area. I went to get my boyfriend cottage cheese and applesauce. And they're over there running them out. The Florida Drug Cartel was in there. I had Karen's will that I have watch her. Said that girl is actually like that. They probably deserve it. Jackass. You're Florida Drug Cartel. Jackass. Okay? She thinks she can tell on that girl. Yeah, I tell on her tomorrow. And the next day, right is right and wrong is wrong. It is. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I would report her every day of the week if I seen her doing something wrong. Every day. You understand me? Because bullying people is wrong. Okay? I'm going to tell her boss I seen her out today. Oh, my boss don't need to be caught being part of the Florida Drug Cartel. He'll go to jail. Because that's who you are, bitch. So Officer Mark, Officer John, you want some more of the Florida Drug Cartel? Oh, then they were talking about Agent John. Well, what does she expect? They said, the other guy said, well, they have Agent John on a recorded line admitting he told on her before. Boy, they can take care of him. Oh, they won't. Stuff like that. Bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are? See, I have those drug cartels. You dare try to leave, Dave, I'll make sure you have nothing. I'll make sure you have nothing and you'll ever, never have anything ever again. Bite me, scary person. Bite me. Bend over and bite my ass. You have no authority over my life. You are a criminal and you can bite my big fat ass. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the fucking hell do you think you are? Interfering in my life. You have no right in my life or around me. You lousy piece of shit. Yeah. It's a Florida drug cartel trying to prove to people they can get in anybody's home, cyberstalk them, Photoshop out washing yourself in the shower, in the other room, in their personal drug cartel tapes. It's documented by the police as a drug cartel doing it. It's a Florida drug cartel. Michelle is trying to take over this area. That she can rule everyone and everybody in this area and do whatever she wants to them. She's psychotic, and so are the people that work for them. They're nothing but cartel. And the only reason I can't think of why the Cleveland Mafia hasn't taken care of her, besides keeping the police and the FBI entertained while they do their dirty business, they haven't took her out for trying to say they're taking over their area. I wouldn't touch that one with a 10-foot pole. They do have Agent John on a recorded line admitting to telling on me. He was supposed to only be acting that way to get the drug dealers. And boy, did he trick you people. Agent John, you still have my money, right? You didn't really steal almost $400,000 from the government. See, I was talking to my boyfriend on the way home. I said, you know how you risk your life over in Korea? I said that'd be like some idiot saying you don't get VA benefits. You don't get paid for being over there. And some idiot could take your money and you risk your life for the government. I risked my life to get them information. And I was almost murdered. And under police surveillance, human trafficked, raped, tortured, skull bashed in, almost killed several times, faced stalkers, and drug till I lost 70 pounds. People with badges usually get promotions and rewards. I was a victim calling for help that he went around telling all the church people he don't care about victims. He don't care about women. He don't care they're being raped by a Florida drug cartel. And I called hiring him. He was going to turn me back over to him. Confessed on a recorded line. He met with all the church people. He knew they were trying to kill me and mocked me for almost being murdered by an occult. Laughing at me like an insane jackass. Bullies me. Makes fun of me for some guy named Pete, how he's running a scam on me. You know, I almost said to him when he died, if I would have said, why are you lying on my brother? I haven't seen him in years. Talked to him on the phone, but I haven't seen him. So what the hell are you talking about? See, I kept saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never met the man Dave hired on his own. See, these people told people that it was a Ravenna judge doing it. They went under investigation. It was a drug cartel. They told people they were the Portage County sheriffs. They had no idea it was the Florida drug cartel. Then they told people they were FBI. See what I mean? It's just the Florida drug cartel. Now, Agent John, you told the cops in 18 you knew everything was drugged and photoshopped, and you were so mean to me on the phone to make sure I wasn't part of those people trying to defraud you. And you were going to go after them. And then you even told them you thought the only way into the drug cartel was sacrificing me. You didn't have the right. Because what makes my life less worthy of living and my existence than the people you saved? Who gets to choose and play God who dies and who don't? Huh? You owe me a lot of money. Like Lady Investigator, she was part of a big bust. You were actually working with the marshals and the sheriffs to get all the evidence where they're all breaking, where these people came up to me. We're going to make sure they can never use your testimony against us, that they'll never even consider using your testimony. They never wanted mine. They tricked you. They wanted you to confess under police surveillance with a court order. So it stands up in court without me. My legally bugged phone, my legally bugged car, a cop near me with a body cam. Huh? Legally bugged everything with a court order for protective light case with statements and a court order. And it's police surveillance. The sheriffs have been taping. Like they said, it can't be disputed. How do you think the marshals used the case? January 20th, 23 showed up in Worcester. My friend had a friend on the police department 2 hours away. Knew about my case. Got a hold of the U.S. Marshals. Showed up. Got a friend on the police department. Knew about the case that Agent opened with you. Knew about and all these men are sitting around me. I thought, you're not my regulars. Know about the Texas group, the Kingsmen, because we all work for the King from Texas. We are his men. Dave hired us. He's a drug lord. That there was a retired judge in Texas involved in this human trafficking scam. They went down and questioned me, killed himself. There's another retired judge, and they say this day. They're going to use that case that Agent opened with you to get these drug traders, human trafficking people. They found 35 people tied up in a railroad car. And African-American people, they were just taking them and shooting them and throwing bodies along railroad tracks. They're killers. The people that are doing this to me, are child molesters and serial killers. They sell human beings for sex slaves and to be murdered. They told you in 19 they hired nothing but fucking child molesters to do this to me. They told you they're nothing but murderers. They're killers. There's a big difference between a drug dealer and a human trafficker. One only sells drugs and the other one sells human beings. There's a big difference of levels of evil. When I walked out after my friend drilled me in front of him till I was stuttering, walked outside where the U.S. Marshals were going to take care of this, that agent left her there. Can you believe he left her there? He left her there because he said she's weird with herself. The shower scene and washing herself in the shower in another room done by the Florida drug cartel. They already confessed before that. He flat out lied to him. Who would care who she was, and if it was probably them and not me, it was them and not me, and they already confessed and were already mocking people. He flat out lied to you. Flat out lied to you. We'll take care of him. February 14th, 23, they did an 800 people sweep. You were actually part of that. That was just a scam, right, Agent John? You were part of that big arrest. You were part of taking Judge Peter down and 100 human traffickers in Florida. You're actually a hero, not a white-collar criminal, right? You were part of the big nationwide human trafficking scam like they tell you. My case is part of it. You were part of taking down the drug cartel, getting all those human traffickers, and you helped save hundreds of people, right? You're not a criminal that's helping the cartel kill people, right? Right, Agent John? You were going after them and tricking them, right? Well, I want to know. You were actually tricking him, like the cops said you were. Because even the Hartville police told people last year that agent told all the police he was just acting this way to trick the drug dealers. And now that they got all these drug dealers, they wonder if he didn't do this to steal in front of them. You're going to take care of him, right? You're going to get my money for me, otherwise the police do need to arrest you. Aiding and abetting crimes, obstruction, justice, tampering with a witness, embezzlement of government funds. He can't tell people they can't say anything, plus he's already told, and then that makes it stupid. See, these people are so low IQ and ignorant, they're crackheads. They think they can do anything and then confess they did all these crimes to a victim in front of the cops and laugh at them. And how they framed him and all this other stuff. Bunch of crackheads playing with somebody. So you just played with him and acted stupid back, right? You actually do care that women are being drugged, being raped by a cartel that an occult hired. You just don't turn women back to occults to have murder publicly, right? Right? You don't think it's funny occults killing people? You're acting that way, right? And you know you don't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. First Amendment, not even Congress can create a new law taking somebody's freedom of speech away, a right to a religious belief. If Congress can't do it, you as a police officer has no authority. It takes a judge and a jury trial, prosecutor's office, criminal attorney, and police. He doesn't have the authority. Plus, then, I've met with that family in my office and all those church people. I know they're trying to kill you. And he says, strangest lie. You know, if you're going to kill somebody and do something so evil, don't you think you ought to at least have a good excuse than someone calling somebody a faker 15 years ago and it was a medication error? That's like the most pathetic reason to kill somebody. And have somebody harmed? That's just right down pathetic. Psychotic, actually. I mean, think about that. It's calling somebody a baby word. You just played with the morons, right? You got my money. You didn't really just steal like way over $300,000 going into $400,000. Because March 1st you get another $5,000 because like everybody said you can't stop the money.